Alright, I'm back. I don't think you guys have missed much since last night when I ruined up my barbs. Throughout the course of the night, I didn't really do any PvPs. I did keep an eye out on the defense that I had made. You guys seen me put the 4 barbs as my defense. It's worth noting that I had lost because somebody was able to just come in and Gore-Tusk freeze my Baylog, so I wasn't able to get any silences off, and they just destroyed my team. So I got the idea to bring my Shade in. Now, I don't know if my HP setup Shade necessarily is the best option with this team. I'm still just playing with the barbs. So far, you guys have already come to see that I'm not too big of a fan of the Ignis. When I was watching the barb team and a couple of fights I did with it, I thought that the best thing we were doing was smacking 39 million times with the green guy and silencing with Baylog. And just getting synergies and boosts with Abby, So, yeah, that's why I made the change on the defense. Ignis is back to being naked. On attack, I still plan to use the same team that I was using, which is 3 barbs and Solaris. And one funny thing worth noting, if you look back in the video from yesterday, is when I ruin up my Furno to go against the high ruined beast or the high ruined barb team, I forgot to put my green ruin back on Abigail. So for half of those fights we were kicking ass in, I didn't even have a ruin on Abigail. So I'm back now because it's time to get some streaks. It's time to do what I play the game for, which is, you know, PvP and win. So I want to see if the teams are valid. I don't have no guarantees yet that I'm going to be playing with barbs in the future or whatnot, but I definitely think Drake is very, very good. I mean, I ain't never seen somebody swing so many times in a fight. It is crazy. He should get his own music video every time he takes a turn. But, yeah, let's get in here and see what we can do. Oh, yeah. This is why I'm going to have to make the decision on whether or not I PvP live, like I'm doing right now. Well, not necessarily live, but recording it and talking at the same time I'm recording it. Or if I should just run the things and commentate over top of it. Here we go. This is the same team that I would run against somebody when I attack. It's not what I want to run on this defense, or on defense though. So basically, if I run like this, his Baylog can't silence my Baylog. And that sounds like the real advantage point, so hopefully this all plays out right. My defense, since I put Shade, there's only been attacked twice that I know of. The one you seen pop up on the screen that was green, I don't even know who that was or what he used, but I lost one to somebody hit me with Shade, Hopper, Gore, and the new guy. So my team is definitely beatable. Guess we're gonna try and take out, you know, anybody. I guess I either want to whack Abigail or I want to whack the green guy. Honestly, I really don't think any of it matters. I think I'm just gonna try and get my silences off on this guy. Just try and put wherever I can get damage boost. Just try and, yeah, like, I'm gonna hit the, or should I link up? Yeah, we're gonna link up. Because Solaris ain't gonna be able to do no feathers when she's silenced, no way. The tank ain't getting as much. He ain't wearing as many attack ruins to really benefit from that attack boost as old Abigail over here is. So I'm gonna link her. Take away her attack boost, since it mattered a bunch on her. don't really matter much on Baylog. And I'm gonna get my silence off. Which, yeah, I mean, probably could have checked. He might have had the green guy before Baylog, and I could have just silenced anyway, and wouldn't even have mattered. Well, all depends on, I guess, keeping the silence on Solaris, and everything would be alright. Just keep normal attacking her, and she doesn't bring any barbs back when she comes back to life, so I don't give a shit about her. But I do gotta get her dead, don't I mean, shit, guys, I should have read his runes, right? I know he was a 5-6 team. I always like to never turn away from eating a Solaris potential body. Yeah. Maybe we just, I guess we just take his guy. Probably should have took my own Drake, but maybe he stacked his new guy all boosted up too, so then we gotta figure out which one of these is best. Challenge target enemy, then make a melee physical attack on target enemy, plus their damage dealt, stacks of rage, add 20% more damage. That's a good way to try and take out Baylog, I guess. Armor piercing melee physical attack, target enemy with rage, additional hits on random enemies with chance to reach. Rage adds additional hits on random enemies. We don't have any rage. Which one of these will add me some rage? Rage increases number of buffs stolen. So the only way we're getting some rage is to get hit, right? Well, we can make a guy hit us at least. That's one thing, right? And he's got 5 stacks, so he's gonna hit us with plus 100 damage. Wow, that was the weakest fucking... Don't ever do that again, guys. You just seen that. Can't make that shit up. Damn. What the fuck is going on? I know I gotta get this damn Solaris out of here. My shade can't hurt it. Here we go. Fuck some shit up, Baylog. Definitely should have took my guy, man. No question about it. This shit would have never been the way it's been. Never. I probably could have ended this fight 10 minutes ago. But I think it's safe to say the new guy definitely counters Solaris. I mean, she stays silent the whole fight, for crying out loud. I mean, what the... That's alright. She was easy to beat anyway. Now let's see if it would have made a difference. Motherfuckers. Give me that buff. Get over here. Motherfucker. Should have done that shit the first time. That's what happens when I don't read ruins. Oh yeah, I also, last night when I was checking the Boss 100 replay videos and stuff, trying to see if anybody else was messing around learning anything, I did notice that Willful One lost, and I clicked on his replay, and it just so happened to be the one, and I happened to record a piece of it, so, I'll attach that in right here. But yeah, as you can see, you know, it's easy to beat a 4-barb team if you exploit freeze on them. They don't work so well frozen. They don't work so well wildfire. They don't work so well purged to their buffs. So, I mean, there's lots of ways to combat barbs, so I don't see them taking over, but I do see them, you know, being used. 3 of the barbs, I think, are definitely valid, you know. Baylog, shade into Baylog is not the worst thing in the world, you know. That's a protected silence on a team. But yeah, Drake's the real money. I mean, he's the guy. I like Abigail and Baylog probably about equal. I mean, I like Abigail being fast. But alright guys, let's keep trying to get this streak up, man. I'm trying to get back to, you know, where I was. Alright, so running there with it like this. He can't silence, or he can't slow my Baylog, so my Baylog can silence before Lily goes off, and he can't freeze my fucking Baylog, so I mean, looks like no matter what, Lost Jumper always finds a way to make Shade do what Shade does best, which is perform shit no one else can do on a superior level, like spirit links and shit. Now, since all these little doohickeys can only do normal attacks, go ahead. My Shade's waiting on them. And this guy steals boss. We're just going after the only one left that really can even do any damage. I mean, maybe, I'll tell you right now, if I don't win this fight, I'll go right back to my 100% win versus this team setup the next time. If this fight even goes to where I was like barely made it out by the skin of my teeth, which some of y'all say that's what it looks like right now. But I mean, maybe to you guys, not to me. They're like, yeah, right, wait for that avalanche. I mean, I think it's pretty much safe to say the only person Baylog is ever going to attack is Solaris. You know, because I'm trying to keep that birdie, you know, quiet the whole fight. I don't want to hear no damn squealing fire breath. Get out of here with that nonsense. That's what the devs did. They were like, we need to make the game even simpler. Make these losers who can beat Solaris be able to beat Solaris. Really, it's like you just want more people to buy something else. But that's cool, man, because I want you guys to make money. But you're not going to make any money if everybody keeps quitting your damn game. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. If I can do it on no money, I can't even imagine what you guys can do with just 20% cheaper raids every day. Like, I pay 100 for 4 raids when I want to go for a giant streak. That means for the same gem cost as a VIP, I could have had 20% more trophies since I paid 20% more, but I don't know how to play this game. I'm just a scrub. I mean, what's the best thing he can do here, right? I guess the best thing he can do is freeze Abigail. Knock everybody to one but Shade and Balog with his strike. And then freeze Abby and the green guy with his Igorok. I mean, I better not talk myself into my grave, huh? But, yeah, man, I love to steal all these buffs right here. You know, what is that? 1, 2, 3 of them. I mean, give me that free shit. I'll give you some free shit right here. Da, 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 da. Oh, I don't want to hear no more shit out of any of you. You're lucky you got your taunt off of Gortusk before I took that too. Otherwise, I'd have pieced you up just like last match where y'all didn't even get to touch my guys. Except with your AoE. Grog's the highest damage output guy. I'm really just trying to reduce the numbers since Solaris can't bring them back. We get a tank boost. Igorok sucks so bad I'm not familiar with his stats that I can't even remember if he can be feared or not. But this one I know can be feared, so let's go ahead and make use of that. And we always said Balog's got a 1 job. I think a 10 momentum Gortusk can definitely dish out more damage than a Igorok, so let's get over here and see what we can. Yeah, that's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. Ooh, what just happened there, guys? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, not enough, but that's duly noted, man. Duly noted that a taunt can become troublesome if you plan to lock Solaris down with silence from Balog. I guess I gotta look into, you know, if that badass skill DR ruin will help Balog silence, you know, trigger more often. Should if I was in charge of it. Yeah, it's the old beast team. We've seen that shit before. We have seen that shit before. And we used to freeze, you know, Solaris to win this matchup. I didn't even read the ruins, guys. So, I guess it's because I feel like if I read everybody's ruins, because my lag is so bad that when I click on a ruin, sometimes it takes 30 seconds to even tell me what it is, that I'll have another 2-hour movie and probably only have a 20 streak and only have fought like 4 or 5 good opponents. So, I'm not trying to be all about that. Duly noted. Next time I see this matchup, Shade goes before Abigail. The reason why I have it this way is just because I thought Shade could take more hits than Abigail, so I wanted Abigail to definitely get her turn in. Shade, though, has a higher percent chance that Gortusk will not have his taunt if Abigail goes first, because she has to whack him. What if he uses it too? But this is going to be poetic, because now that I'm taunting, as soon as Balog silences, you guys got work to do. You know? You got work to do. Because my bodies are going to be there for as long as it takes for, you know, Shade and Balog to piece you bastards up. Because, y'all, yeah, Balog's good, you know. You heard it. Balog is definitely good. If you don't believe it, you probably haven't logged in a while. Let's go ahead and steal that, man. I'm trying to get some health. I did this. Oh yeah, that's how it does work. Yeah, that's how we do it. So definitely pay attention to which buffs you're stealing. You know, being low health and stealing a regeneration trigger was pretty damn nifty there. I mean, I feel like if you don't pay attention to my hit points and you don't get nervous, like maybe since I've played on PvP like 300 PvPs a week, that like I can have heroes just sitting there on no health, and that don't mean shit, you know? Like if you know when they're gonna get hit next, you know, let me tell you something. At the end of the match, every hit point that is on your guys is called a waste. Because health is nothing but a cushion. You could have used those hit points in the fight and you didn't. You got out with them. But that just shows you that, you know, there was more room. You know, making it out with one hit point on one guy. Woo, now that's a feeling. And yeah, my shade's still on HP shade. Even though people be like, why you got your shade on HP and you link on turn 1? Oh, you don't even take damage. Well, it mainly has to do with what I said in my Ruin video, which is shade's about that fear and possess. You know, Spirit Link's just a blessing. Like, hey, thanks. But, who says you can only Spirit Link once in a turn? You know, you just see me do it in the match before. Like, what y'all talking about? Like, yeah, is that not how you use your shade? I'm sorry. You know, that's how I use my shade. Like, he's the greatest hero in the game. Like, there's not even freaking... He's got stats that are just out of this world. You know, like, for one, you can't... 5 purple ruins? Yeah, okay, but... Put 5 red ruins on Abigail, 5 green ruins on this green guy, and... you would see that there'd be more than one badass hero. Like, that's just insane. You can make almost any ruin in purple. Give me anybody who's got a move as strong as Possess. Solaris' Revive? Sure, that's why I be possessing her bodies away. Alright. Agnon. What does that change up? Nothing really, right? I mean, he can't kill nobody. People are like, bullshit, he'll kill your shade. Nah, if I'm linked to his damn freaking Dom, who do I even want to link, man? I don't even know. I know I'm silencing everybody, so basically I want to link who can take the most damn hits so that I can keep my link alive forever, because Solaris ain't gonna be doing shit if she's silenced, so I guess I'm gonna link, let's see, maybe you guys. It's definitely not Agnon or Solaris, can't link them, so it's between Zom and, Grog. You know, Grog has a feather, so I'm just gonna stick to my, you know, my little tip. You know, if you're gonna steal shit, steal the most of something. So I'm gonna come on in and I'm gonna steal Grog's feather. I'm gonna let his team beat on him. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the new barbs. You guys gotta remember, if this team, like, if you don't ever see me have to touch my Iku to get a 50 streak or something, oh man, then I'm gonna have a busy week, because that means that these heroes are valid enough for me to really ruin up, to put them in my main team. Whereas, I'll guarantee you one thing for sure. Shade's still my favorite hero. Shade's still the best hero. Shade's still going to be in my team no matter what it is, because of all the previous things I just said. So, we said we were going to link Grog. Let's go ahead and get some value. Doink! Oink! Oink! The hell off the field. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You wanna wrestle? Oh yeah, that daze is pretty nice, huh? You're lucky. Not lucky enough, dude. You're getting freaking raped. What just happened? Give me that shit. Oh, you lucky. Nope, not lucky enough. Oh my god! He cheated! He got to bring his guys back! How you sneak around? How you sneak around? It's alright, you back in jail. Hope you didn't get your hopes up. There's no way out of this, man. You're fucking going to see the negative trophies. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of, it's funny that, you know, I ended off and I did come back with a little bit different than when I ended off, but that's because I had the night to sleep on what you guys see me do last night, you know, like, you watched me learn the barbs and figure out what they did, so you watched me kind of not really know what I was doing with them, and then after I got basically, like, what, 10 matches in or so, I did, like, 8 that you guys watched, maybe, and then I did, like, I think 12 last night before I went to bed. So, I mean, between 12 matches and 20 matches total yesterday, and then having the ability to just ponder and think through the night, and then all I wanted to do was make this video today was because I wanted to see that, I wanted to prove that I belong, you know? So, here's my, and plus, if you guys go back and watch yesterday's video and see how my ruin wasn't even on Abigail, then you can definitely tell why I was so anxious to come run my 3+ Solaris team, you know, because I was like, damn, I was doing it, I didn't even have a ruin on it, I was kicking ass, and then I was like, one match, my Solaris got silenced, and then I was just like, you know, you can't silence nothing if I bring Shade along. You can't freeze nothing if I bring Shade along. I'm the best Shade pilot that I've ever met, so by bringing Shade along, I automatically get an advantage even if Shade ain't the best hero, even if Shade ain't in the best team, just because I know how to play Shade better than I know how to play any other hero. So I get an advantage there. It could be misleading if I'm telling other people, like, that you should use a certain team and it's only good because I know how to play it and you don't, and then I suck ass at communicating how to play it. So you guys gotta ask questions if what I'm doing, you're trying to replicate and it ain't working for you. You don't always have to replicate what I'm trying to do. I'm basically just want you to think for yourself so that you can contribute an idea every now and then to the whole entire community without feeling like you're gonna get cheated out of it. Like I felt back when I created the Volt team that I beat Stapetus with when I was like level 68, like weak Iku came out, nobody even thought he was good yet, and I was smashing top 100 players when I'm only level 68, 3,500 roster power, and then all of a sudden they got the team. I told y'all about that before, like, and that feeling is what taught me that it's the stupidest thing ever to feel butthurt over the spreading of knowledge. That's the dumbest shit. Now, don't get me wrong, I can understand not getting credit for something is what really hurts, but at the same time, how do you 100% know, like, I don't 100% know that Level Cap got my Volt team idea. I just know that I smashed Level Cap players that were in the top 100 with my Volt team while they were still on Shade Hopper. Okay, so I know that I knew before they knew. And then next week, it's like, it's all active and they're all over the Boss 100. But I mean, I got to use it against the Boss 100 once, and then after that, it was just too many raids. So I was on and off until I got to about, I don't know, 15 superior ruins, and then it became like an every week thing. I just Boss 100. Don't really care about the position so much. I gotta really start learning how to talk while I push buttons instead of stopping my button pushing to talk. This is an all dark team. That's a little creepy. Can't silence nobody. I don't want to lose to them. Shit. They're not even a high power, so I better get my freaking shit in order before I fight them. I would say Solaris, right? Yeah, we're just gonna switch Shade out, which is not what I like to do in my life. But usually enemy Shade's not as smart as my Shade, so we don't have to worry about turn 2 possess and all that nonsense. You know, we just gonna try and go to long game or revive a couple times and win. Try to avoid Zombs freaking eating and try to avoid the possess. That's it. Most importantly here, I just want to not fall victim to, this is a 4,000 team. What do I do if it was 6? Well, I never mind when the enemy shade possesses their own Zom, because the summoning skeletons thing seems to never want to make its mind up. But that was cool. I just learned that Shadowblade can kill a barb with no questions asked. So I mean, cool beans. That's actually kind of neat. Since I can't even get... Wow, shit, man, I don't even know. I just decided to go with that normal attack because I plan on just die already, guy. Oh shit, we're at 100. He's got a link next turn. And he's gonna do his little spray, so... He's got no way to kill my Solaris because Shadowblade does him Ninja Stars with her Spirit, and Agnon hits like shit with his little Terror Storm. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to bait one more set of moves out of them before I have to revive my team. So yeah, let's go ahead and... I thought barbarians couldn't be feared. Like, what the fuck was that? I guess I gotta read my character screen when I get back to fucking out of this dungeon. That's some shit. Wow, is that some shit? Well, guys, what about them apples? Oh, shit. Okay, that was a 4,000 power team. So... if I see that team over 5,000, we got work to do because I am not about to run that shit in there again. That was sloppy, disgusting, it is awful. Yeah, I'll be back on the old plan, you know, like how I beat Dark before Barbs. And that was Gortusk, Shade, Agnon, my own Zom maybe even. Whatever I feel like, meh, sometimes. But Dark's not hard to beat, so I just would have hated to had to start a streak over because of freaking... finding out the hard way that Shadowblade can kill a barb, Shade's not good versus, or is good versus barbs, just basically all the disadvantages that I was putting on myself. They got Shade. I think I'm gonna go get my own Shade. But, actually, if their Shade's on attack, I should probably go get my, what the hell ever happened to letting me know if they were, defense champs or attack champs? Like, when in the hell did that change happen? That's retarded. Less information is never better. Okay? Never. Except when you're trying to prove your points right and you're giving some huge ignorant bliss speech. Yeah, so if his guys are all on attack, I just want to freaking bring my Solaris then and not fall victim to him blowing over my team and me not being able to shade it back, but that just sounds, I sound like I'm scared and I'm talking myself out of kicking this guy's ass. Like, for one, beating my shade ain't a damn easy task. 22,000 health. Over 4,000 defense. And he links. So, I mean... it is what it is. We're gonna be stealing that feather again. Because it's the only thing we can. I almost wonder if he's supposed to be a glass cannon, right? Because... got a freaking rune on him that when he gets to fence, he's at 1 health every damn fight all the time. He's either 1 health or full health. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe I can make him even more aggressive somehow. But we'll go ahead and make it a chess fight where I'll take their queen before they take my queen. That's what I like. The way I like to think of it. Oh. For like a millisecond in my mind, I forgot that we had Shroud, and I was like, fuck, he's gonna slow my guy, and then Agnon could drop Balog. Even though that probably still wouldn't put me in a loss, so. We can't silence Balog anyway, so I don't give a shit that he's gonna rock. You know? Go ahead, rock out. You know, you just wanted to touch him. That's all it was. You just wanted to touch him. But that's the kind of crap right there. That's why the game fails on providing a freaking environment to PvP in, is that somehow I believe this game has a mapping system. Like, if I can lag out and come back and the fight's restarted, but yet I make the moves and they make the exact same moves in the same exact sequence, and I have a deja vu fight that's 5 minutes long, it lets me know that everything's predetermined when I walk in the damn fight. So, based off every move and outcome possibility that I could make is predetermined. You know, meaning the indefinite amount of possible moves throughout a match is limited. And all I'm saying is, you should design some sort of algorithm that can find the route, like electricity can find the route to the ground, can find the fastest route to a win. And then the game can have some sort of like difficulty scaling to like scale it up to where, like, you know, the program is 90% on point to make every move it can make to win. Which means the only way that you're going to win is if you find that 10% where it's screwed up and you capitalize. Something like that. I don't know, because this retarded ass, like, I just want to fight and you attacking wrong guys crap is horrible. It's disgusting. It's ugly. It's just a bad showing of what anytime a dungeon does something that a human wouldn't do, it's just a bad showing of how you decided to let an AI be your challenge for your players. But that means the real challenge comes in the leaderboards. That's the whole damn point. Like, if I can't fight you, I have to be higher than you on a leaderboard, because it means I was better at fighting everyone else than you were, I guess. And really, it doesn't mean anything until they start showing our overall streaks since we've been playing, because as is, you can just spend more money and be the shittiest player in the world, and you still have as many trophies as you want to purchase, you know? Which, I mean, if you decide with your life and your money that you want to purchase trophies on dungeon bots, I'm interested. I'm like, what does this person do all day? Alright, so I said I was going to not bring... Yeah, that's right, we beat them last time. The only thing we had trouble with was dark. That's it, a full dark team, guys. And that same full dark team, fully noted, if I go back in time and I wouldn't just slam them out, I would just bring Shade, Gortusk, Agnon, and my own Lord Zom. And I would go right after... Lincoln, or I guess it was Hopper. I don't know. I don't even remember what their team was. I have to go back and look. Don't quote me. The team that I said there was right. It would definitely be Shade, Gortusk, Agnon, Zom. Just to have a unfair advantage of where you feel like you're cheating and you're going to win, because your Agnon, well, my Agnon, the way he's ruined, gets to do the 3-pound thing on his second turn. Their Agnon gets to do Terra crap that doesn't even hurt my Agnon, which means on my Agnon's second turn, I'm taking out, like, a minimum 2 dudes. Like, whereas they took out nothing. Like, dude, this is just, whew, you know, my Iku team, when I run Shade, Agnon, Iku, Solaris, just hates Gortusk. That's really, like, freeze is the only thing that my team hates. It hates as soon as, you know, they freeze, sorry about the noise in the background, guys. That's, you know, the cons of free Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi. I don't even remember what I was talking about before that damn horn. I was gonna say, if... Yeah, is that... Okay, no. My main team, I could get thrown off by a Gore-Tusk, you know? Gore-Tusk could easily just freeze Iku, and then I couldn't turn 2 Possess, and then my team started to fall apart, and then just shit would happen. And then, now I figure out, like, oh, what, there's a Gore-Tusk? Give me that taunt, so I can silence you so you can... I get, like, crippled. That is just crippling, man. It is so crippling to be silenced and taunted. Especially when the thing that's taunting you is ready to eat more normal attacks than any hero on my roster. Just a straight up slaughter, man. And you guys know it. You've seen my ruins in the last video. I'm a fucking scrub. But as long as you think, you put thought in, you get rewarded, you know? I'm gonna get this big streak, not because somebody else gave it to me, because I sat and I made a 3-hour video learning the barb team, coming to understand them, figuring some things out. I'm still learning now. You guys see I've learned a couple things since this video started. Just to try and not forget. What did we learn? We learned Shadowblade can kill a barb. He take that little speck thing right out before it ever even sees the light of day. Goodbye. So fast, so we gotta go get them Aether raids. I always be Aethering before I gem. Aether's like freeness to me, you know. Half the time, if I need Aether, I'll just go Greater Summon. I spend the shit out of coins. Oh damn, reset. Let's go to check the quest real quick. I make sure they ain't got no new event crap going on with PvP that I gotta do some fanciness. 20 fires, salvage 10 natures, win 4 with drakes. Nah, man. I'm just... Sorry if any ladies watching, I'm always saying man and dude and classifying everybody as gender male, but, if it hurts your feelings, I ain't interested. I just wasn't saying it to be a dick on purpose. I mean everybody when I say guys, usually. But if I was a woman, I'd probably be like, motherfucker, I ain't a guy. We seen this team just a minute ago, and didn't we say our we were fine with our shade versus their shade? Yeah, that's right, Abby blew them off the map. Oh, is this the one where damn it. This is the one where we were supposed to switch Shade and Abby's role. She's supposed to go second, Shade's supposed to go first, just to reduce the chance that Gore doesn't have a, wait, this ain't even, never mind. Damn, I don't know what I'm talking about, this ain't even got a Gore. Well, I gotta find out if somebody's Abby can doink my Shade like that. Oh, shit! Because, in all honesty, if your Abby can doink my Shade, I know how to make it not. I just take some of that health and turn it back to defense, but then it sounds like I'll be letting Plummet Face put me back on my face, so no matter what, they might find a way to get to my Shade. Who knows? Shade sucks on defense all the time anyway, unless it's like full attack. That's the only time I would ever recommend somebody to use an attack Shade is when it's on defense, just stack it to the damn roof. That way you make them have to bring in a Gore-Tusk stacked, honestly, you know, with... Shit. This team is nowhere near as fun as my main team being able to possess on turn 2. Is it possible that I can get all that in this team? I gotta really think this out, man. Like, maybe the Abby's is overrated for what I'm doing, or Silence has really been the bread and butter. I mean, Silence... I don't know, I guess Abby and the green guy have been working equally. What do you all think? Once again, don't care about the rock guy. I usually hope when I see that rock chilling like that they're wearing defense ruins or something that are just doing nothing. Even though I heard somebody say in the chat the other day, or yesterday, they didn't understand why if Agnon gets a 90% boost to defense when in, or buff to defense when in, rock form, why he doesn't die to another Agnon hit. Like, that's a really good question. I don't know. I guess they didn't want the mechanics to work like that. That was the only thing I can think of. Where do I go here? I was just about to hit Solaris just because Solaris had a feather, but I'm going to change my mind. Solaris doesn't do any damage. We need to get the damage out of here. I don't got a taunt. Grog's got AoE coming up. Oh, yeah, I forgot to read. After this match, I got to go read again, guys. I got to find out why dude was able to fear away my barb. I was almost positive that barbs were immune to fear. So... was gonna get his that was a misclick. I said I was gonna get his Grog, but I actually clicked my green guy, and I must not have clicked far enough, and jumped right on into his Grog. But the only reason why I was gonna get my green guy is because the last time I went and got somebody else's guy, didn't do shit. I just thought the water guy would have been the best against fire, but then I just figured, well, I don't know. Maybe the game was like, don't do that again. Here's the right move. Trying to help me out. Oh, loading. I mean, if you learn to think for yourself, you know, and ask questions and find answers and make sure that you gain something every time you lose a match. Make sure you gain something every time you win a match. You keep hearing me saying like, oh, look at that, I note that, look at that, note that, or learn that. And in all honesty, I'm probably not, because since I'm relaying it to you guys, it's basically like going to you and not me. I'm going to have to rewatch this video afterwards and remember all that crap, you know, that I'm learning a good bit of stuff there, but it'll make me a better player for tomorrow. Look how much my knowledge of these barbs changed overnight just from thinking about, you know, the Sindries. Basically having them, knowing what they do and then thinking about it. It's like once you learn how to play chess, you know, you can think about what you're going to do next time you're in that situation when you're not even playing. You're like, oh man, let me get aggressive with that rook. I know I use a lot of chess analogies, but that's because I played too much chess in high school. I don't play it anymore, but... chess was one of those games where I felt like, what's your excuse when I beat you at that? You know, games like this, you can give me every damn excuse in a book, but I can give them all to you too. I don't know why I have so much success at this game other than I just put myself down all the time. I tell myself, it's because ain't nobody fucking plays this game, man. They play it and leave. And if that's the case, I'm going to teach people how to get smarter so they can think for themselves, and then they're going to pass me, and then we're going to find out who the real good players are that were just crippled because they were busy listening to an idiot in a guild, you know? Like, oh, you should run this team because it's the best. Like, maybe with your ruins it's the best. Maybe not with their ruins. Maybe not with the way they play a certain hero. You know, personality affects what you do with your guys. You know, maybe you have an aggressive personality. Maybe you have a passive personality. Maybe you have a countering personality. That shit can factor in on it. So if you're really good at aggressive personality, and I'm a really passive personality, and maybe the best team in the meta is aggressive team, that doesn't mean the passive players should just pick up the aggressive team and pilot it to, like, boss 100. Absolutely not. It means they should pilot what they already know and know their game plan against the aggressive strategy. Like, oh, I'm going to play passive, and maybe they're better at being passive than that scrub-ass pilot of that team that's just running what their guildie told them to run anyway, and you end up beating the best team in the meta with a shittier team that you know wasn't better, but you knew how to play your team. They didn't know how to play their team, because it was their neighbor's team, and they got told how to play it. Or they picked it up from a video without ever learning it. Like, you know, that's the way it works. I just want to know how these guys got fear. So I'm going to take a little detour here. Get educated. Where is it? All barbies are immune to fear, and if they die, ignores death for a turn. Alright. Only thing I can think of right here, guys, is, that's a comma. It says allied barbarians are immune to fear, and if they would die, ignores death for a turn. So the first period ends with after for a turn. So I'm guessing barbs are only immune to fear for a turn also, which means after. Wait a minute, how the? That is just sloppy confusing in my opinion. But if you all disagree and you think I'm the idiot, you comment I'm an idiot. I don't care. But I thought when I read this the first, 4 times we probably went over it, that my barbs are immune to fear. That's what I thought. Allied barbs are immune to fear. I mean, and, oh wait, well I didn't give a shit about the and. I was happy with the immune to fear. So I don't know how and only for a turn makes any fucking sense. I feel like you all just fucked me with being retarded on the way you worded your shit, or the way you programmed your shit. Try to cost me a loss. I don't like it. But now we know, or at least we think we know, that after turn 1, it'll blast you. Oh yeah, let's see what we got in here. Already 6-star my Solaris. Don't even use the portal. So I do like 10 Earth Spirits though, man. I do. I definitely do. I don't got no keys. And I still haven't started grinding, guys. I gotta stop making videos and I'm gonna grind. I said that yesterday and I made that video instead of grind. Today I'm gonna grind. I'm in like 13th place in my guild. My guild's in 60-some place. Congratulations, guys. You are doing great. We got a lot of slackers in our guild still. We got about 14 people not getting crowns this week. So, I try to keep track of them. Some of those ones out of the 14, though, they're new. They just joined this week. Everybody seems to have been getting crowns. Nobody's, getting none or anything like that nonsense. Oh, I got tons of keys, man. What was I thinking about? That's what I was doing. I just get hemmed up because I run my mouth. It's supposed to be PvPing because I know I'm onto something, which is, Shade, the god. Still a god. Which means I don't even play tests like Furno or something because Shade does it all. But hey, maybe Furno would be good too, but you can still get silence. So Shade keeps Baylog from getting silence, man. I think everybody's gonna smack themselves in the face when they see that and be like, why didn't I think of that? That shit, but maybe not. Oh yeah, this guy, he added me. He's free to play, and he told me he likes what I'm doing. He says keep it up. Thankful for that. I think he's in the Potato Chips Guild. I have no intentions of pulling anybody out of guilds, man. If you're free to play and you're in another guild, and that's where you want to be, that's where you stay, okay? I just want to communicate with you if you're free to play. I want you to know that sometimes you might want information from someone who's got as many resources as you might have, who can't make as many costly mistakes, Maybe you make a mistake, well, it costs 5K to somebody, and he's like, I wasted 5K. Well, when you're free to play and you waste 5K, it sits in your gut like the day after tomorrow still. But Potato is definitely they're one of the best guilds. They're top 5 guild, so I'm happy for that free to play. Hopefully he's gonna have a nice time on this game. He's gonna keep playing, he's gonna keep watching my stuff, he's gonna keep getting better. Maybe one day he's gonna pass me. Who knows? But yeah, don't be people who think that guilds are competition, we're supposed to be competing with each other. We sure are, which means when you're my opponent, I'm gonna go to work. But when you're not my opponent, I think it's retarded that we are all Dungeon Boss players. And that is the main guild, okay? Dungeon Boss is the main guild, and we are all part of that. That community, we are all part of that guild. So, don't you forget about that guild, even though you got your own guild. I understand, they encourage secret chat I think they mean more for that on organization for events. Meaning, like, maybe you guys want to run one dungeon. I still agree that you should spread knowledge and share it with everybody. Why? Because your opponent should know what you're doing to win so that they can try to do it to win too, because a winner is a winner, not a guy making excuses for why he didn't win. So, saying, oh, it's only because somebody told you what team I was using, who gives a shit? What if they were spying on you? Like, imagine they're God and they see everything in your brain. Like, that's how you could, stand up to them. If you're sitting there playing a middleman in your head, then they're getting ahead of you. If you're... I don't know, I'm back to running my mouth. Let's get back to kicking some ass with this cool-ass team. We're at a 10 streak. I know you guys want to see more of this. That's what you want to see. You don't want to hear my mouth. You want to see me beating people before people even know what's going on. Oh, freaking star kill, man. I was talking to that guy in the chat this morning, talking about how if I was in old Justice League, I wouldn't have been overwhelmed or... intimidated by the barbs, and I would have had all kinds of PvP ideas, and yeah, well, instead of asking the biggest group of noobs in the game what I should do with my life, I made a video showing y'all guys what I did with my life. That to me sounds better, so I don't know, maybe you think differently. Comment. I just don't understand why people can't accept the fact that it's okay to be in different guilds, man. Just like it's okay to be black, it's okay to be white. It's okay that we're not the same fucking color. But yeah, you damn right. If they're trying to segregate us, you know exactly. I mean, come on, man. If I send you into the cow field to separate the fucking cows, you know damn well you can separate them easier by the white ones and the black ones than you can by, oh, this one's, he's from America. What the fuck? So, whether you're from Potatoes, Justice League, Underworld, or whatever, man, I'll tell you anything I know. I'll ask you questions. I'll try to pick your brain. I want it all. Because in all honesty, man, if I was pay to play, I'd probably just copy me. I'd probably be like, this mofo spends hours on end getting his ass handed to him with scrub ruins, trying to figure out the breakpoints and teams and how many hits to this can take, to that can take, to this can take, to perfect his craft, to get down to a mate. Like, they don't have to do any of that work if they just watch. So, I mean, that's why I got here. I felt like, I can make the game better by just showing my peers the results of work. The results of thinking for yourself. Don't let nobody tell you that, it's like, thinking for yourself isn't the same thing as ignoring everybody else either, okay? Being able to actually keep your mind open when somebody gives you an idea and not just because you don't want them to be right, like, push away their idea, like, that's your ego. Your ego just wants to be the one who came up with the idea, so you don't want to, like, feel embarrassed that you didn't know something, so whatever. Let's make Dungeon Boss the best phone app game. How about that? Like, let's get them Pokemon players over here, since they're old now. Let's tell them that they don't have to keep telling people they play Pokemon. And they also don't have to keep playing with Japanese kids, because I'm sorry, I used to play Pokemon, and when you play Pokemon competitively and you want to PvP on Pokemon, I mean, you just want to do like what I'm doing right now, but you want to fight other players. You fight Japanese kids, like, all day, every day. All day, every day. All day. I'm not even talking about this fight because it's so scrub of a fight that I don't think it was, I could have tried to lose on purpose, and with this team, and I don't think I could have. Which, that's funny, too. That's when you know you really got a good team, right? If you try to lose on purpose with it and you still win. Nah, so run that test on your next face roll team. If it's such a face roll team that sucker you can try to lose with it and still win, man, then this shit's broke for real, for real. And win. Oh yeah, this is the one without the Gortusk, like, This ain't fair, you know. Why does Dungeon Boss make you beat up the same scrub over and over? You know, I just beat this guy. It's not even a fair fight. And I just beat this guy, and you give him to me again. So, y'all used to do that shit to me, too, when I was the little guy. I showed it in a random screenshot in, like, that first video I put up on YouTube. Like, Iratini, or however he pronounces his name, the top 5 overall guy, or girl, or whatever, attacked me, like, twice, back to back, once. It's like, that's, what the, like, how in the hell is that right? It's far from right, you know, but, somebody's talking about something in the chat. I just want to get these videos up today before everybody else, just so I can have a reputation to get these subscribers coming in and get people watching it. Basically, I had to prove that I'm not just a shit talker, you know, all that talk last night, if I'd have just left it at that, y'all, and then PvP'd what I'm doing right now, and then showed y'all a video, you would have thought I got my information elsewhere. You'd have just been like, how, 1 minute he's running this, and then Shade comes into nowhere, and then it's all about blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, because first I had to learn the barbs, and then I had to learn how can I incorporate the best hero in the game into that team. And you're looking at it. It's pretty sweet, ain't it? I don't know how long y'all want to watch for. That's why when I was watching Rolla's video, Rolla 8, where he went for Legendary Conqueror, he was saying that he had skipped through all of the, like the lower ruin teams like you guys are watching me fight right now that are so boring. I mean, 5-3 is not the end of the world. What do we got here? We got a Hopper. Hopper with those caster things. Since we now know that the buff of, yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. I was just getting ready to talk about the caster ruin. Since we know that Shadowblade can remove the buff, that people can steal the buff, we now know that the caster ruin can steal the buff, which means Hopper can eat your freaking barbs, so be careful. But he can also eat this Link, or eat this Abigail. But, yeah, man, let's get on there and find out what's going on. By the way, thanks for, whoever this, XOOOX, thanks for putting, Solaris before Lily. But, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I watched Rolla's video, and he was saying that basically, like, he skipped out all the little guys. Well, I don't feel like I could do that unless I didn't record the audio at the same time I record the fights. Since I'm going to be silencing before he's binding, I'm going to go after the Hopper. Hopper has the only thing that can really do anything, which is that damn dodge. That was the stupidest thing ever, right? I'm just so used to thinking that I can't silence Hopper because he's got freaking Shroud, but he wouldn't even have Shroud, so yeah, I guess it didn't really matter what he did there. That's when you know you got a good team, right? Well, yeah, I mean, so far, maybe. I haven't needed Iku for anything yet. Let's steal this buff. Get on over here. Get some of that. I thought I could steal... What the fuck? I thought he stole buffs for rage. Oh, maybe he didn't have any rage. Shit's getting scary now, guys. Okay. As long as this Solaris doesn't freaking bring this team back. Ooh. Oh my god. That's what we call a bad beat, guys. Like in poker. Or, never mind. That's what you call me showing that when stuff you don't expect to happen happens, you can completely forget what you already know, which is the sequence of moves. So at least I'm making myself feel the feels, right? And I really hope you guys comment what you think on my take on the barbs. But you're looking at it, man. This is what I think. I didn't get any farther than this yet because this was dominant. Like, if it's not dominant versus dark though, which is why the only heroes that I would be taking out is I'll take Balog out. I'll take Abigail out, and then what would that give me? Put in Agnon. Put in Gortusk. That sounds good. That sounds like the team right there. That sounds how I take out dark. So that's what I'll probably run into the next dark. I hope I can get a low dark power like the last one, just to not have to risk the streak to find out that I should have just went with the original thing I said, which is run the team I've been running for over a month. They'll just slaughter dark. Even if I go undefeated and nobody can stop this team or whatever, and I'll only PvP until my raids cost 100 for 4, and then I'll just wait every 2 hours and I'll do one raid, and then I'll try to wait till midnight when the cheap raids reset back in, and I'll try to stack those onto the streak that I kept all day, and then I'll go to bed on like 120 or 110 streak. That's what I've been doing, because other than that, it just turns into I'm going to dump a bunch of gems to try and top 10 PvP, and then I'm going to start next week behind. And I don't even care anymore about whether I get top 10. The faster I get to any farther up on the PvP leaderboards, the quicker I'm going to quit this game out of boredom. Yeah, we got the Solaris team, right? We said we could bring our own Solaris, but why? I got my team right here. So get me some. Mr. World Styles. Yeah, well, I don't got no styles. My styles is just to stay self-aware, stay open, and learn, man. Means, usually as soon as I catch the meta, I'm always ahead of the meta. I mean, as soon as I catch, where whatever the hell I want to be the meta is the meta in my mind. Meaning, I can make any team good. I don't care what the rest of the players think is the meta. What I say I want to run is what I can run and get away with. As soon as I usually get that comfortable, an update happens. One positive note to knowing that we can fear beasts after turn 1 is that my shade's not nullified in this matchup. I can't remember what we did the last time. Oh, that's right, we took away the buff because we don't want Abby over here to get a buff. We don't care about Balog, he can have the buff, and we didn't want to link a guy who was at nothing. But this is the real moneymaker right here. Balog, he's good now. That silence is what's going to allow me to win this game. Or win this match. But I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch because I haven't won yet, you know. Solaris' burn puts in work, man. That's worth noting. Yeah, I want to get the damage off of here. I don't want him beating and I get a tank bonus here. So everything seems to be matching up like clockwork, like it's... The cool thing is, well, since Shay can't do any damage to Solaris, I'm gonna attack Solaris with Abby and not Balog. Usually I don't think you have to think too far ahead in PvP. If you just stay 1 or 2 or 3 moves ahead and what's gonna happen, then you'll avoid gut feelings like what happened to me in the matchup before where I thought Solaris was gonna bring the whole team back and instead she just spent 2 turns doing her first and second spec. This is an interesting team. but I just don't see how it deals with silence. Silence is meta, man. You heard it here first, probably. Silence is meta. Like, you're going to be asking yourself when you're making teams and when you're building teams and when you're ruining heroes, you're going to be asking yourself, how do they handle silence? Like, can they function with silence, you know? Like, more people might start to take notice of, you know, like, shit like Ferno crit and spread and burn, and they might do what I do and make sure they got 50 crit more than they worry about anything else. Because they're like, oh, I'm going to be silenced, I'm going to be doing, you know, a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, guys, well, I messed up there. This is like the third time that we just cannot seem to remember to switch our lineup so that we can steal that taunt and get, like, ridiculous value. I mean, I guess the only thing for the audience that I want you guys to see before this video ends is, alright, now we'll see if it matters, alright? Now, watch me lose because I switched everything and all hell breaks loose. But, yeah, one thing that I hope that we get to see before this video ends is, I want to see some barb teams. Good ones. 5.7s, 5.8s, 6,000s, whatever. And I want to see dark 5.7, 5.8, 6,000, just so I can show you guys what I meant by it. I'll just bring the old remedy in and handle dark like we've always handled dark. Well, I've always handled dark. We use my split personalities. It still didn't matter. Somehow that sucker still found a way to get his ass up to 3, didn't he? Well, I'm not even wasting my link on that little homie, you know? Like, yeah, your Agnon can hit my shade. I don't care. Do it. Don't do it now. I might die. Yeah, I messed up. I should have linked. Should have linked there because my shade can usually, or my shade takes an Agnon hit if at full health, but it's just correct to not risk that because what if his, like, grog was ruined better and my shade was at even lower health and then that Agnon decided to target my shade and my shade was dead right now and then I'd have these 3 barbs against the Solaris, all my chips in on Baylog, you know? Like, that would be a sloppy place to be. So I'm going to go after the non-beast. I'm trying to get... The only thing I don't want happening is Solaris dying and bringing somebody back, right? I can Spirit Link forever since she can't do shit. Yeah, you guys can see that this shit's just wrecking house, man. I don't really know. I'm gonna be spending like the next however many days doing the same thing you're watching me do right now. Groghill, that's a good guy. He's a good opponent, right? Oh, look at this. Look at that. Looky what he got. I don't even think we need to read ruins, honestly. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna link his tusk. I'm gonna go after his hopper. Right? No, I'm just gonna go after his dom. My hopper's naked. Mainly because, like, the only fight I would need Hopper for, I'm going to use a barb for. Like, right now, you know, you wouldn't use Hopper in this fight because he's got a Hopper and a Zom. Like, fuck the bodies. And if he wasn't a dark team, I would be using the barbs. So, we went off our new fancy stuff, our new toys, to keep our streak. So no, I don't think that barbs are a face roll team. But I never thought there was a face roll team recently, you know. People told me that Lily, Verno, Agnon, Solaris in different orders is a face roll team, but I just disagreed. I always knew that even shit as pathetic as Shade, Hopper, Verno, Agnon could kill that team just by AI deciding to actually kill the only one that matters, which is Verno. There's also, you know, Ice Bloom teams. You know, just because you make a video versus some scrub doesn't mean that. And when I mean scrub, I just mean a guy who doesn't have the best ruins in the game. Like, just because your God ruins can do that to somebody's Ice Bloom doesn't mean my shit ruins can do that to somebody's Ice Bloom, that's for sure. And I'm sure, guys, I'm not the only one on shit ruins out there, especially, you know, even the ones that use spenders out there might still have less stuff than me because I've been playing longer. Where did all these damn taunts come from? Oh, he's got that stupid ass, he sold 2 buffs with his Hopper, how convenient. But none of it's going to change up our ability to do what we wanted to do. Everything's still going to run just like we... Oh, no, it is going to change up. Okay. It's going to change things up as in, I was going to take out Zom, and I'm going to have to take out Hopper. That's the only thing that changed. I mean, since he doesn't have any barbs on his team, Balog's not really going to do anything for him. I think he was just kept Balog because silence is amazing. At this point, I just want to get to work in on Zom. I mean, as you guys can see, like, Dark is, it wouldn't really matter what Darks they got. Just the fact that they have to go first is what sucks in Dark v Dark matches. You know, the guy who goes first is the person whose Agnon is usually vulnerable or has to follow a wrong move, meaning like, their turn 2 Agnon, if he could do the 3-hit move like my Agnon, oh shit. I don't know what I'd do then. I'll do this just for sauce. I see that Hillgrog guy a lot. I've lost many times to him. So he's somebody who he's mixing stuff up. He's having fun when he plays, I'm assuming. I've even lost streaks to him, just underestimating, being like, oh, I've beat this guy a bazillion times, and his freaking beasts or something would get me. We bought him twice, right? We're already... Yeah. There's no way we got the 18 without him, so... Let's start cracking into our monies. Alright, yeah, this is what I mean right here. Okay, this is what we were like. Run our VAR team in there and get our asses whooped, right? No. Not at all. Same team. This is all about what you do. What are you doing in? Gortusk, always do his reduce the momentum move just because you want to make sure to keep taunt on him. The breakdown of how this team falls apart is they hit your Gortusk enough times to get that damn taunt off of them to where their freaking Agnon can drop your Zom instead of your Gortusk. Because my Zom is on defense and not life. I definitely know you can make your Zom survive an Agnon hit by stacking a ton of life on him. But that right there is also bad news for us. See, I talked about that in my video. I didn't check this guy's ruins and see that he was on OP Shade. My Gore cannot take an OP Shade. Since I'm going to be switching now out of the Barb team to use Dark versus Dark with Gortusk, my Gortusk ruins are going to change. So that'll be something that I'm working on throughout the week. Is basically like you've seen me kicking ass with the team that I like. So I gotta sculpt up all the weaknesses of that team to where when I switch out, I don't have to lose my streak. Like I might do here if his Agnon decides to hit anything but my Agnon. Yeah, guys. This was just a poor showing because I didn't think about it. It totally slipped my mind that I had him ruined for Lily fights. I have him ruined for very long fights, and now here I am pulling him into fights that I don't normally use him for. And if I was more playing tighter and not being such a noob, I would have known this already, and I would have changed his runes before this fight. So here, Hopper's irrelevant. Shade's on attack, so Shade's definitely relevant. Shade can do a lot of damage to me. Shade can't link nothing though. So if I could kill Zom, I could get Shade inside of Zom. But yeah, okay, we'll just try to put Shade inside of Zom. And that didn't even work. There you go, guys. That's, I've got as much attack as I can even get on my guy, and I can't even get that damn guy, so. It sucks that I had to link before I do my bang bang bang, but because that shit can happen. I mean, we ain't out till we're out, right? Motherfucker. We're gonna have that Terror Storm to roll out, which does no damage to Agnon. I mean, anyone who was curious about Shade, this is what I call a composure fight. Meaning, how many of you players out there would have still won this fight by keeping your composure? And how many of you players would have fell apart like a player who loses his queen in chess? That's player skill, man. You gotta keep your shit together. You can't get nervous. You just, losing's losing. If we would have lost, what did we know? Why did we lose? Not because he had a better team. Not because we didn't know how to beat his team. Not because we were a scrub. We lost because our Gortusk is ruined for Lily fights and not for Dark fights. And thankfully, we didn't actually have to get the loss to learn that. We just had to get smacked real good in the face to learn it. So now we can break real quick from our 19 streak, get our asses on in there to that Gortusk, and get it to where we said he needs defense. I have DR usually on him because I'm just trying to get free value. Shade, so caster is fine. We are not spreading skin in a dark fight, guys. That's what I mean by I wasn't lying to you. You were ruined the wrong way. Alright, caster buff, that's fine. I would love to steal Agnon's, whatever. That's what I ended up putting there from where we stole his ruin for somebody. And then there's the superior bulwark. Since it gives me life also, I'm gonna roll with it over top of that, whatchamacallit, I was just thinking about putting there. I was gonna put the, not the guardian. The other ruin that I had the other day, the warrior ruin to get the multiple attacks. That's what it was. Yeah, I still. Oh, I put that one on the green guy, didn't I? Yeah, I did. All right, so let's get back up here. Let's go with what we said first damn time. Superior bulwark. Should this be a guardian? Yeah, probably. Where'd we put our guardian? Back on our Furno. Our Furno that we don't use anymore. Let's go get that. Let's make our Gortos for real. Let's quit messing around, man. Now my Gortos is gonna be ruined like the ones I'm always talking about being ruined wrong on the Fear Beast team, but I ain't putting mine on a Fear Beast team. And did I really get the... What kind of player does that, man? Hey, money growing trees. Alright, and then here we gotta get this bad boy turned into a superhero of some sort, right? Right. Come on, where's the superheroes? Oh, I probably put him on Swindlin. Yeah, that's one. And I want to put a superior duelist here if I can. I have a superior duelist somewhere, damn it. And not just the one that's on, for real? I put one on green guy, one on Agnon. Where's my third one? For real, where the hell is... I got 3 duelists that had 15. Oh, it's probably on Swindlin already. Maybe not. It's on Zom. That's right, we left it on Zom, remember? Remember, guys? We left it on Zom. That was because of the Dark event, where Zom got extra swing, guys. I don't think Zom needs that anymore. I think Zom is back to, I need him to live. Taking him into these dark fights, man. Can't have their dudes beating up my dude. And since I'm bringing Tusk, it's okay to just have the defense up. Because now I'm not going to die in one hit to no damn shade. I got another, that superhero freeze I put somewhere, but don't want to put the duelist on him either, which I just took off Zom. Oh yeah, the duelist I was supposed to put on Swindlin. By the way, Swindlin is what I'm just gonna use for high-powered fucking Drake team. since this guy can sit in a rock and take a massive whooping, just like Agnon. But yeah, so that should hopefully, I don't know if I should use this. This is just more damage reduction. It's 22 in PvP with 200 defense. This is an 18, but 200 defense was also going to, so 3 DR for 600 health. I guess the health is definitely, or yeah, 2 DR, yeah, this is better. Probably was the one I took off of him too, knowing my luck. Alright, now, not even that I'm going to need that team just yet, but we just won't have happen what, you know, had happened before, where Shade can ruin our dreams. We don't want Shade to ruin our dreams. We just now got to wear our trophy. Oh, we're not there yet. Whoa, this is our last, you know, pre-400 trophy count win. So, let's see, what did I say? I wanted to fight a dark. We got a dark done. You guys see now I'm going to do dark, but you didn't see it like, you seen a sloppy win over dark, okay? It ain't going to be as sloppy now that Shade's not going to KO my Gortusk off the rip. Here we go, prove it, right? Don't talk that shit, be about it. Be about it. Alright guys, this is why we ruined it. This is why we just changed the ruin, is because we didn't have an option here. Like, we were using different teams, so we ain't using Iku. We're trying to see if we can get Iku off the roster so that I can get, you know, those ruins on the people that are on the roster. But it's either that or it's start to find out really if the beasts are just more stylish than maybe you just kind of only need to use one of them, you know, like maybe it's just a green one after next week that's really the only one you see. On defense, anyway. I think you'll still see a lot of them on attacks. There ain't no sense to use the fear move since they ain't gonna do shit. Doesn't even really matter who I attack here because I know I'm going after their Zom, but yeah, it's starting to get slappier now that people are ruining their Zoms different. Like, you're smart to ruin it with life ruins because it's annoying. Anytime something's annoying for me, it must be right. Like, if something pisses you off and it gets under your skin, man, you know why? Because it's making you grind them gears to get to the next step. That's what nobody wants to do. That's why I'm telling you, our game is filling up with noobs, people. Because it's very easy for everybody to just say, I'll do what he does. It's just a matter of, like, we got to get more people out of that dumb cycle. We got to get everybody thinking for themselves so that we can collectively come up with, you know, way better metas. Way better metas. We're gonna drop his Zom, man. His Agnon can't do shit. His Agnon is not gonna do nothing when he takes his turn. I'm only scared of Shade at this point. I don't need to heal anybody. I just want to get the Shade off the board, but that didn't happen. Always link here, turn 2. Yeah, I mean, when Shade doesn't kill your Gortusk turn 1, it's a whole different fight, guys. Now, this is why I don't go after their Agnon, because their Agnon's move, you seen what it did to me, right? It just put technically nothing. I mean, I didn't see anybody fall over it. Come here, baby. Where are you going? Sorry, guys. My dog, he's always trying to escape me. He's telling me he's tired of the video already. And people, this move is not just about hit anybody, okay? This move actually matters who you hit. It says hit one, and then hit the next one with the highest defense, and lower it, and then hit the next one, you know, with the highest defense, and lower it. So, I don't want to hit, actually, I don't even give a shit. The one I don't want to die is Hopper. The one I do want to die is Agnon and Shade. So, I'm just going to hit Shade. And everything I didn't want to happen, happened. So, I mean, you know, shit happens. Let's go ahead, this should be enough, even though he's on all defense. Like, what in the fuck is this guy supposed to do? Be lucky if I don't get a 3-star. I was, at first, I was like, yeah, I get to show you guys, like, my Shade's gonna eat that shit. And then He dodged it. Alright, now we're to the real trophies where it all goes down. Oh, shit. That's a new team, right? Nah, that's an old one. I don't want to bring the Barbs in. I'm scared. I don't know anything about how the Barbs would handle that team. This right here doesn't look like the worst matchup. He was 5'8" something. What's there to really read on this team, you know? If we'd have brought in our team without switching our Gore-Tusk ruins, I mean, this would have been a way different team. Like, maybe Shay can still kill a Gore-Tusk if he's got, you know, 5 purple hearts or 5 damage, those elite damage, crit chance, damage, or attack, crit chance, damage penetration ruins that were in the shop a couple weeks back for 7,500 gems. Somebody got 5 of them. That could change some shit up. Yeah, if I link, you're not gonna hit me for shit with your Darius. I want to get my DR as high as I can for the Darius hit. Not being able to heal's not really bothering me at this point. It's looking like I'm just gonna get Zom out of here. I mean, I guess the best that he can look for is getting inside of Darius. I just don't see how he gets out of this mess. I want to be safe than sorry, but yeah, I didn't see how you get out of the mess anyway. 5'8", take your Darius back home. She's like last month, man. And then again, I mean, don't listen to me. You just made me switch teams. So you're doing a good thing. So we get to go back to what we were just doing, right? Where the fuck are my barbs always hiding at, man? Come on, Baylog. I can't wait to get some Baylog stars. Can't wait to get the green guys stars. Looks like I made too big of a file, so this video is probably really long, man. I knew it would be long when I PvP and I leave in all these bums, so maybe the next PvP video I'll do will just be a collage with no audio, and I'll just play some music and let you see how I just flush through them, you know, like, because you're just going to see more of this. I can't think of any other matchups that I haven't really talked about, like the order we would do something. Like, I keep messing up in this matchup because, once again, what did I do? I put Abigail first. She's not supposed to be first. She should be freaking second, so that Shay could be Lincoln right here, and she could have been Kill Inferno, like, or, man, I messed up bad, guys. It's the same stupid mess up like 4 times in this video, so hopefully I get that flaw out underway, you know, in the next couple days where it's like magic. What I used to have, oh gosh, man. You can't even imagine how I feel when I lose 100+ streak to turn 1 Spirit Link when I'm supposed to cast Taunt. Like, that's when I really cry, because I just get in the habit of casting turn 1 Spirit Link every single fight all day long, every day. Yeah, we lost this fight, man, because I don't even know. Didn't my Veylog get to go? Like, what the fuck happened? I just don't even remember. I looked away to grab my dog's leash, and my sheep was dead. So, we gotta get back to the plan, which is get these damn heroes off this board. And it's not going to work. There's just no way to get back from this. It's not happening, guys. I'm going to have to watch the replay because I don't know what happened. How did my shade die? Agnon dropped my shade before I linked. Like, what the... Oh well, guys, that's good. I didn't feel like PvPing too much longer like this anyway. I just wanted to cover everything so y'all know how to PvP, or how I'm PvPing. I'll be able to hopefully get higher than a 20 streak now that I've seen, you know, my team is doing what I imagined it would do last night in my head after I thought about it for a while. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave this video replay in the video because it's only for my personal, because I wasn't watching. My dog was trying to run away, and then I turned back and my shade was dead. So I just want to see what happened so that I could talk about it, fix the problem, whatever, you know, so it doesn't happen again. I know the misplay already that you guys know that I've told you too many times is that we came in there with the wrong lineup. We were supposed to come in there with shade first so that we could steal Gortus taunt before we had to use Abigail. That way we could have used Abigail's attack move to take out Furno. I think, unless it's a fire move, we have to read it. So I would have double misplayed even if that was the case, because I would have whacked Furno and healed him, so you know. Who knows? So he freezes my guy. I had to waste the move because my lineup was in the wrong order. I Spirit Link his guy. He Furnos his guy. Everything looks good. So what the hell? My shade didn't eat that hit. Yeah, that's rare, guys. I don't think if I was at full health, I don't think... Unless he critted some fucking giant crit that was just unavoidable no matter what. I don't know. I still just go back on original thought as I deserve that loss because I was given, what, 4 opportunities to get my shit together and I never got it together. I still kept coming in there with the damn backup lineup on a Gortus that I knew that was not how we're supposed to operate. So, you know, I hope you guys, you know, have been able to take something from seeing me, you know, play with these Barbies. Please like, subscribe, comment to keep me going. Don't really know what else to add on to them. The only changes that I'm going to make is to that lineup order, getting it down right, and trying to just keep, you know, I like to call it polishing the edges, I guess, of whatever it is that I'm crafting here team-wise. So it's still a little rusty around the edges, but it's solid. You guys can, if you don't think it's solid from what you just seen, then I think you're crazy, because don't forget the ruins. Go back and watch the video before, you know, and see that what ruins I'm using to beat these guys. Like, before I leave, I just want to check that one last note you can learn with me is we're going to go read Abby and see if that first move is a fire move, because it would have healed Furno and I would have misplayed again had I not misplayed the first time and still lost on the same damn fight. It's okay, phone. You told me that you don't have no more room, that you don't have no more battery. I get it. You don't want to record no more. I get it. I get it. We're done. We're wrapping it up. We did what we came, we seen, and we conquered, and we got our ass beat. So we provided the audience everything they could ask for. Let's see, where is it? Buff team, attack, and melee physical attack for enemy for 2. So there you go. My streak is not still going because of the lineup malfunction. You guys can say that wouldn't have done it, but it would have, because my shade would have went first. He would have froze my guy like normal, and like he did already, and then I would have linked his guy instead of wasting an Abigail hit. Then after linking his guy, my Abigail would get to go, and my Abigail would kill his Furno, who would not have killed the Gortusk that would have been linked, and the link would have stayed going, and I would have silenced, and like, you know, Solaris wouldn't have brought nothing back. Yeah. Just like you guys almost watched me lose for screwing up Gortusk Ruins, you did watch me lose for screwing up Shade's position in the lineup. So, those are what cost me losses. Not because I don't know how to beat things or I can't figure shit out. It's because nobody's perfect and I can't think of everything and I make mistakes. But all this little touchy shit, I feel like I play better when I'm not recording, because I usually I focus and get a lot higher. I smoke a lot of weed. I'm sober when I make these videos for the most part. But anyway, guys, stay tuned for more. Later.